Hallelujah. Glory to God. Beloved. I dreamt the rapture. I dreamt the rapture. And I was left behind. I was left. I don't remember how it started. I don't remember how it just, we were in a class, like a classroom, and there were about maybe 30 people there. And it just happened all of a sudden, all at once. So, wait, I do remember something was happening, something casual. And when it happened casually, it was happening casually, something was happening. And I looked outside and I saw a flash of glory. What I mean a flash of glory? I saw a golden procession coming on a cloud. Golden. And I realized that there was shooting golden lights everywhere, going straight up to the cloud. And then it came straight, when it came right above, it was Abba Jesus. It was him. So I was like, Abba Jesus. I was like, Jesus is coming, Jesus is coming. So I was like in this class where nobody was paying attention. It was just like, people were just about their own business, kind of like around, doing whatever they were doing. And I was like, Jesus is coming, Jesus is coming, Jesus is here, it's Abba Jesus. And I started to scream, but nobody was paying attention until the whole procession of glory came above us. And it was like this classroom had no roof. This classroom had no roof. And it had no roof. And you could see straight, you could see plain that it was him. So thousands and thousands of angels all around him in glory with golden. Everything was golden. There were golden curtains next to me as well. Long, long, long curtains. Because the building that we were in, it didn't have a roof. And it was like this long, flowing golden curtains that was right next to me. And I was saying, Abba, Jesus, he's here, and I'm yelling to the top of my lungs. And it was like, you know how the clouds flew by? In that split second, like that split moment. Beloved, he ignored the calls and the cries as we saw we saw the golden flashes of light going straight up. He ignored the cries. He's on it, and he's in glory, he's in splendor, he's in gold, he's in purple, he's in blue. I could see the colors and the angels, for thousands and thousands of angels. And it was just like passing by. He was passing by. Whoever he took. He took. in the class of about 30. He took only 13. He took 13. So it was over in a matter of seconds, a few minutes maybe, over the earth, but a few seconds over us. That was the end of it. That was the end of it. When it was over, there was nothing left to do but to board up all the doors and prepare for a zombie apocalypse I heard this, I knew it was coming, and an invasion. It was like, why? Why were we left? Because we weren't ready. And he made it very clear where he said some of us would die for his namesake as God. We'd be beheaded. After it was over, I don't know if you could imagine like a castle or something in great glory, just floating over the earth. And over Jesus in it, on it, looking down, giving instruction. But he wasn't even listening to the calls. He wasn't listening to the cries. He was ignoring the calls and ignoring the cries, and just passing and picking up everybody that was ready for him. When he left, when it was over, it just disappeared. So all we knew was there was an urgency now to just board up everywhere. Block everywhere. Because we were in danger. The majority of people that were in the class were confused and angry that things had happened, that the people were disappearing all over the earth. But they didn't know what to do about it. Then there were different parts to my dream. There was also a part where I said, why? And he said, because some will die for my glory, for my namesake as God. They will be beheaded. And there was also a part with a Chinese restaurant where I was purchasing food. Jav and I. And they were counting the rice. They were counting the amount of food, rice and vegetables that get put on a plate. So it was like food was scarce. And, it was so weird. The lady was like, we're looking at the amount of money that you paid for the food was not equivalent to the amount that we got. It was way less. And the lady was just waiting for us to basically order more on the plate because it was not enough. And there was a man like a chef who passed by, and he was looking, and he was saying something about the master, which was a man that was controlling the amount of food that got put out. And I heard how he said it so good that the master, something about the master at the back, the master something wants to see, something like that, the master. And right where we were checking out, there was a woman that was reading a Bible, and she was like touching everybody that was checking out. And she said to me, Malachi. She said it in such a way. Then there was another part of the dream that was more family weird, where I dreamt mom and her husband, and he was like this crazy man in the house. Her eldest son was like about 11, and he was looking for a job while he was doing school because he didn't have what he needed. And her husband was like monitoring everybody, making sure that they didn't work and they were suffering, being weird. And then, I don't know, I tried to write down everything. It was just so weird. It was weird. The hardest part was seeing over Jesus over us. Like right there. And calling out to him. And he ignored us. Because we weren't ready. We weren't ready. And I knew lately there's been so many things that have been happening. So many battles, so many things. And if we're arguing, I've been fighting. Not physically, but angry, hurt. Because just time is enough. You know, when our Jesus came and he just passed by in like a couple of moments and minutes, and he didn't even listen to the shouts. He was just there for his people that was ready, and they were just shooting up in the sky. People that seem so calm. Because when we did the assessment of those who were taken, it was like a class of 30, and the only 13 was taken. And to use as a demonstration, he showed me a class that I was in high school. And he was showing me the people that were taken were like the least likely people that you'd think. But they always had this soft, kind, soft, very, very soft way about them. And they always tried, they had a meek, quiet kind of. He's coming. When he passed by and he left, that was it. Just disappeared. Like if it never happened. Like if a glorious procession of a castle with the king and all his angels came and then it just disappeared. And then we knew that the apocalypse, a zombie apocalypse was coming, where people would be eating human flesh. Food would be scarce. Alien invasion. He said so plainly, some of you will die to prove your loyalty. You will die for not denying his namesake as God. That's what I remember, and this is the first recording, so I won't forget. I won't forget what I dreamt. That's the first recollection. When I woke up, I just messaged the first few people that I trusted, and I'm going to go in through it again, and I'm going to make another live and try and give it to how I wrote it down. I'm just too shaky right now. That's as much as I could remember. It was so sad and it was so scary at the same time. That it was happening and you knew it was happening, but it was happening so fast. He was just passing by and that was it. Oh, he took. That was the end of that. There was no time to plead, no time to beg. There was no time to cry. You could scream all you want, it was going unheard. You could say, I believe, Jesus, I believe. And it didn't even matter. He had just come. I'm going to do this with a little more close on, and come back and redo this first record.